Let me just help you there. Thank you.
She's so close to me, I was just feeling claustrophobic.
Yeah, but it's got to be able to hear you.
Or it's got to be able to hear me.
That's what I said.
Is it actually what you said?
That's actually, I knew you would react to that. I knew you'd fucking love that joke. That's a Phil joke.
See, now I'm too tired for shenanigans. What's going on?
I did a joke.
By Noah's Arcade. Brought to you. By okay.
Right, anyway, episode 40. Vanderhoff and Co. Who's welcoming? Hello!
Hello! Episode 40. Vanderhoff and
Hooray!
Co.
Hi, Stefanition.
Oh, that's amazing.
Am I actually Monkey Man Phil?
I believe you are, yes.
That laptop. Is that the one we've been using like since the very start?
Yeah.
And that's...
No, it's not the one since the start.
Is this what powers all of this? Like...
This literally just does this.
It's hard to imagine, isn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything else.
Such quality content.
Well, we won't say the name because that'll be a plug, but we'll just call it Bell. It's a Bell laptop. That's been going.
Bell.
It's a plug, really, because it's been going for years. It looks like
It has. So if Dell or anyone want to,
it's the laptop brand Adele.
yes, because when you turn it on, it
There you
goes,
go.
"Hello."
Is it two Dell when there's two of them?
I like that joke.
All right, Dell. All right, Dave.
One door plus one door equals two door.
Cinema Club.
Cinema Club. What's that?
They're a band, apparently.
Oh, okay.
I've heard of them. They're single. They had a song out, and it sounded like something else that I thought. This is going down a path that I can't actually explain properly. So yes, I thought our subject, because we have finally confirmed that we are all going to EGX this year. Oh, do you know what? I cannot wait.
When is it again?
October 17th to the 20th.
20th. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Good thing I've already got it booked off.
Accommodation is because that was we were waiting on your confirmation that you could book it off before we went ahead and got all the accommodation and everything.
That's it.
Phil, it's going to be fucking awesome.
But who's on the lineup?
Well, we do Borderlands 3.
That's it.
Is that it? Is
That's
that
it
guaranteed?
at
Borderlands
the
2?
moment. Yeah,
isn't it-
Borderlands 3 is announced for being there.
And it's a game as well where I saw a picture where it's like a little duck, I think it was, on top of a brown dog. It was real, like, not. I would say it was before 8-bit.
What? I haven't seen it.
I know exactly
Is
what
that in
you're
the
talking about.
indies?
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
But I thought, because we're confirmed for
Is that the
Duck
sound
Hunt?
effect?
Yeah.
Duck Hunt, why would Duck Hunt be there? What, in the...
He said a brown dog and a duck.
That's what I thought, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I saw.
why did you... Oh, it might be advertising the Retro Zone, but the Retro Zone's always there. What I was thinking was we talked about our, like, wish list for what we would quite like to see there.
Yes.
Because we didn't really cover E3. Well, we did, but that episode isn't going up because we're recording this one.
That's true.
Yeah. We could still put it up at the end if people laugh. I can't remember what happens
could.
in that.
Home Together.
Home together.
Home Together is a dog.
It was a
That
cat.
looks like... Oh, it's a cat.
Yeah, sorry.
It's from Studio Zweihander. Zweihander.
Is that a baby monkey?
No, it looks like a cat.
Baby monkey. Going backwards on a big baby monkey.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. So, yeah, apart from that game
Yeah.
and Borderlands 3, they are yet to confirm any. So, yeah, what games did you guys see at E3 or know that are coming out that you would like to see at EGX? No, put your phone away, Phil. That's cheating. Use your memory.
I haven't got a good
Go
memory
into
right
your
now.
memory palace like Handlebag Schlumptyback in Sherlock.
That's a real intense look from him. And I was like going, okay, what's going to happen? And I looked at you to say, what's going to happen next?
I don't know what's going to happen next.
What's going?
Phil's a law unto himself.
Yes, he is.
So you can't remember
I
any.
literally can't
All right,
remember
I
now.
will lead us off with Final Fantasy VII Remake. Because
I just sat away
I'm-
from the mic there. I don't know what's all that. Literally, that was me, my movement away from the mic.
I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy VII.
Did they have actually any playable content at EGX? Not EGX.
E3, you mean?
E3.
It looked like there was playable. It was footage from a playable moment. Yes,
'Cause I remember-
I believe there is a playable build out there. Well, it's supposed to be out in March. So, and Square Enix usually do put in a good appearance at
They
EGX.
do, yeah. If they're going to be there, I wouldn't mind seeing Final Fantasy 8 on...
Oh, remaster.
Yeah. Because I prefer 8 to 7.
I can't remember if this was in the last episode or the deleted one that hasn't been published, but I've only ever played the demo of 8.
Oh, yes.
I do have it. I am waiting for the remaster to come out, but yeah, no, that'd be good if the remaster was there, because then I'd be able to play both of them.
At the same time.
But I want to play remake in order to make my mind up as to whether or not I give it an actual purchase or not.
Yeah, I understand that.
But I suppose that's the same to be said for any of the
Everything.
titles at EGX.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the whole point, really.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's probably number one on my list. In fact, it is number one on my list.
Oh, look at that.
Would you look at
Look at
that?
that little one there. I like that.
You know what's missing off of Phil's list on Tuesday the 20th? Anyway, so Phil, we'll allow you to use your phone.
Yeah. I was trying to remember the name of it, to be honest. Cyberpunk 2077
Of course. Keanu's game.
movie.
Is he like the second main character, isn't he?
He's Johnny Silverhands or something. Do you know why?
Is he because he's got silver hands?
He's got silver hands.
There you go.
yeah.
That pretty much says it right there.
And he's like, wake up, whatever your name is. We got a city to fuck up or something or other. That's my Keanu Reeves impression.
Not too bad, actually.
Did you think he was in the room with you?
Well, I was
Yeah.
looking to my right to begin with, and I was thinking to myself, if I looked to my
If
left
I was
and
to-
he was there,
If I was to
trimmed
go,
beard,
whoa,
that was, yeah.
that's about it. But then I also sound like the son from the eldest son from Duckman. Hey, Dad. But there you go. Really obscure reference. So yeah, Cyberpunk
totally.
2077 would be awesome
Would
to
you
get
think, like
a
a,
hands on.
a playable like level of it, like the beginning? That was
Yeah,
the
quite
beginning.
possibly. But yeah, they don't. With some of the demos, you don't tend to. It doesn't tend to be the opening level, does it? Because the opening
Yeah,
level
true.
tends to be the tutorial area,
Yeah.
and you're not gonna have.
They want people to be able to enjoy it if they know how to play it, but they don't want people to enjoy it if they don't like it. No, because they will still.
Well, the Uncharted demo was like the 5th level.
Yeah, and I think when we played Shadow of the Tomb Raider, that was probably about a third of the way through it. No, because it was when you find the stone thing, so it's kind of like it's still part of the opening, but it's the very end of the opening. Yeah.
I remember queuing up at the last EGX for Evolve.
We fucking nailed it.
That was brilliant. We were in there, but sadly though, we were only in there for like half the amount of time because we did so well.
Yeah, we just absolutely obliterated
Yeah.
it. Got our
like
t-shirts and our
literally 3 or
wristbands and
4
left.
Yeah, we were like, yeah! Didn't we like queue for like an hour and a half
Yeah,
Yeah.
for that?
because Phil and I played Smash Bros on our 3DSs.
Oh,
It wasn't
you
even
did.
Smash Bros. It was a demo for Smash Bros.
Oh, yeah.
Because
There's no way I'm going to be missing out this year. Right, what consoles have you got? I need to know. What have you got? Do you taking your Switch? What have you got?
Oh, I
I've already
wouldn't,
got a Vita.
I
so-
wouldn't take my console in EGX.
Did you not do that last time?
That was just the 3DS.
Oh, was that just a 3DS?
And that wasn't the full... That was only when we went for the day.
Is
Oh,
that just
okay.
the day as well?
I thought it was whilst we were in a queue. You had a.
No,
Yeah,
That was the-
the first year we went in 2014 when we recorded right at the end and we found a corner as far out of the
Oh, yeah.
main hall as possible and just literally sat there and recorded.
That was a fun day.
It was a because I think that was the year I drove. That it was the last year it was at London. Because 2015 was the first year at the NEC, and that was when we stayed in that one hotel room.
Because it was.
Oh god, that was a nightmare.
that was
But wasn't it so much fun?
fun. Yeah, it was. Because that was the year the one it was in London when it was next door to the wedding.
Yeah, the wedding
The
fair.
massive wedding fair.
Yeah. And we walked past and we were just like...
It was just like literally loads of nerdy kids walking next to
Loads of
women,
fancy bastards.
Fancy. It was literally a combination of two worlds. I was like, that's amazing. That is older sister, little sister right there. That is hilarious. And you would have thought that the older sister was the one that was a geek.
See,
Love them.
saying about the change in venues, the fact that this year it's back in London, I'm kind of annoyed about that because last year at the NEC, I thought that they had just got everything absolutely right.
Right.
The first year at the NEC was dreadful because can you not remember how cramped it was?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And the layout and the lack of food options.
Oh yeah, there was nothing, wasn't there?
No.
It was all on. It was if there was, it was on the outskirts. Apart from that, it wasn't that great.
But last year's you could have had like lunch. You could have chosen.
There was tons, actually.
Yeah, you could have gone for like hog roast, pizza, and Subway,
was just-
fish and chips, burgers,
Before it was just
Chinese.
burgers and
Yeah,
chips.
and it was like their little stall that had the sandwiches. Yeah.
But it was nothing unusual. It was all like, there's burger, there's
Yeah.
chips, cheeseburger, chips.
But I think moving to London, it's going to be a whole new area. I mean, they might get the food right
Yeah.
because I guess they'll have learned from that. But again, it's going to be a layout thing, I think. So it's going to be a crapshoot if it's going to work as well as it has now since you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully they pick up from where they left off. And it's just like, oh yeah, we know this venue. There it is.
Because the last time I was at the Excel, I think you were probably there as well,
Yeah.
was the day that GTA 5 came out on PS3, and we had that training thing, pinpoint training, that they had at the Excel.
Yeah.
The day that GTA 5 came out was the last time I think I was at the Excel.
Wow.
It was a fucking training thing, and I had like a proper full-on cold.
Oh god.
And I was late for my train, and I was ill as fuck. My copy of GTA 5 was turning up that day as well. You were probably off, to be honest. You probably booked the day off.
I was off, but I think
I thought they made the pinpoint training mandatory, from what I can remember.
I think I got home that night.
Okay.
So I got home.
Oh,
the night,
one moment.
And then
Because
Matt-
I bought it
and
for
you
you.
bought it, and you gave the copy to Matt, who then delivered it to my house at 5 minutes past midnight. Because he literally, it was literally like 10 past
Nice.
midnight.
'Cause-
So I got home from that trip at like, I think it was like 9:45. And I got back home and I was like, I texted Matt.
No, it was me, because I walked it, and I think I was walking that way around that sort of time, and I messaged you, because I was walking from Boscombe back to
You did, actually.
Christchurch.
Matt did GTA 4, sorry.
Nice.
I literally knocked on your door as I walked past, because I was walking back from Boscombe to Christchurch, which is on the way to you,
Yeah.
and I think I messaged you rather than ringing your doorbell, because obviously Claire,
Yeah.
and you just came straight out, like, cheers. Then we both went straight along in for the, like, 9 years it took to upload.
Nice.
Yeah, it was 40 minutes to do the update, to do the thing, and there was no update. So I just loaded straight in, and I've been playing for like maybe an hour or an hour and a half, and then I went to bed, and then I woke up at 9 o'clock in the morning and played that game for about 5 days.
Nice.
Because I remember actually having the time off. Because as you know, with Rockstar Games, I always book the time off.
Yeah.
I've done it for GTA 3 when no one else thought it was going to be a thing. GTA Vice City, San Andreas, and then GTA 4. I did it for that. But Red Dead Redemption was when I did it big time. On both Red Dead 1 and 2. Red Dead 2, obviously, I did it I booked 10 days off. Because I knew it was going to be a 60 to 65 hour game. But obviously, Red Dead 1, I only took 1 week off. And I didn't complete it in that week. I was sad to say. I completed it one day after. I went to Fort Park like once and went away once. But anyway,
But yeah, I was at this training thing. It was completely irrelevant to me. I was ill as fuck, and I think I stayed for lunch, had lunch, and then was just like, oh, fuck this, and I just went home.
Yeah.
Literally just got on the train, got home, bottle of Lucozade, and played GTA.
That was awesome, yeah.
Segways. No, not segways. Tangents.
Yep.
Oh, I love a tangent.
That's our bread and butter, Phil.
Yeah,
It is. I'm literally just seeing it as a pinball game in front of me. Trying to get the high score.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cyberpunk 2077.
Yep.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
A little bit of that.
Well, I've got two. So I'm going to say the first one. Oh, it's tough now because it's something you said earlier. And because of that, I'm now like, oh, that's now pushed it right to the top. Which is LA Noire, the VR case files. It wasn't announced at E3. But imagine walking past the VR section and they go, oh, by the way, do you want to play LA Noire VR?
It's possible.
Because they did it with Elite Dangerous a few years ago.
They did. And last year, the VR section had a good selection. You could pick from about 10 different titles, wasn't it?
I'm going to be all over that, by the way.
Few.
I'm going to be going to that VR section and just literally playing
if
every
it's
game.
announced. Yeah, because last year we should have gone to them and booked appointments because we were press. Well, yeah, because we were press.
Yeah.
I think we need to try and up it a little bit more this year. Oh, the one thing that we're going to try and do is because they hand out press lanyards now, and because we can only apply for 2 press passes, when we pick up our press passes and our bands and pick up Ant's super pass, I'm going to see if we can get a press lanyard for him as well.
I've got a spare press lanyard from
They changed the colours.
Yeah, Phil.
Yeah, Phil.
Sorry, that was a really good idea, Phil, but thank you.
Change the colours, Phil.
Yeah.
But being
Check
as
yourself.
if the 3 of us are there and we're picking up 2 other press passes, the press pass, I mean, it's not a wristband. He's going to be wearing his super pass wristband regardless.
Yeah.
But a press lanyard.
Or even if we
shouldn't
give
make
him
any-
our press lanyard and we wear the press, if you think about it like that, because you get a wristband.
I'm afraid, Phil, that during the course of that weekend, myself and my press lanyard will not be separated.
Fair. I don't
I will
mind
be
giving
wearing
it
it in the shower and sleeping in it.
I'm going to actually test that.
Yeah. This
Don't.
has got. You got to keep that on all weekend.
Literally, I can just imagine you come out of the shower, you've dried all off, and you do all that, and then it just walks out to you, grab you by the literal thing, touch it, and go, it's not wet.
Yeah, no, to be fair, I wouldn't wear it in the shower. And I wouldn't sleep in it. I would caress it and care for it and wrap it in a little velvet pouch and put it to one side in a lock box.
Good old
Because
lock.
that's one of my favourite things that they do now is giving out the lanyards, the press lanyards.
Yeah.
As I say, I've still got mine from last year, so
I've got mine from
last 9 years.
last year and the year before. They only did it for the last 2 years, so
Do you wear it during special time?
I do. I wear both of them.
Yeah. I can see that. So
I wear it when my wife and I are being intimate, and I'm like,
yeah,
ma'am, can I ask you a few questions?
was this good for you? So yeah, LA Noire, the VR case files.
That would be good. Would be jolly nice.
Because when you obviously you mentioned earlier on about it coming out on the PlayStation VR, and I straight away was like, well, now I'm going to have to buy the PSVR because I've been waiting for a Rockstar game to be announced for the VR. To be fair, do you know what I thought was going to be first? I honestly thought it was going to be Rockstar Pinball 2.
Table tennis.
Pinball?
Yeah, sorry, table tennis. Sorry, my bad. Table tennis 2 in VR. I actually thought, do you
That'd
know
be
what?
quite cool.
Yeah.
It would be a good way for them to test out a new technology because that's exactly what the table tennis was. It was to test out the Rage game engine. To see, it was to showcase it and show it what they were going to do for the PlayStation 3 with the GTA 4.
Yeah.
And that was what the table tennis game was designed for. And if they do table tennis 2 VR, I think that's a really cool way to say, look, that's our
Or
testing ground.
even remastered first one with VR capabilities.
Yeah, exactly that. Just to test it out. Just to say,
And then
look,
just
we
do
can
what
VR
they did with
function,
that game,
rather.
Yeah.
where they charged it half the price of all normal games.
Exactly. Because the
Oh,
first thing
excuse me.
first thing I said when I saw first-person GTA 5 was, oh, I wonder if this is them getting ready for VR. Because I was like, okay, they've now created the Axis for a first-person mode,
Yeah.
which is literally then, oh, they could easily make it that. And I thought the ultimate Grand Theft Auto is when you put on a VR headset and you're in Los Santos, you're in Liberty
And you get
City.
to have
Yeah.
sex with a hooker and then murder her.
If you want to, you don't have to. That's the thing. It's a sandbox game. You don't,
don't-
have to do that crazy stuff.
You don't.
But if you
No,
want
you
to,
don't
you
need to.
can.
You don't have to.
You don't
You
have to.
have to.
I thought it was the law. I thought
No.
it was you play Grand Theft Auto.
No, that's what it used to be. They used to have the perks of, like, you sleeping with a hooker, you've got, like, 125 more health, rather than just having some health pack and being at 100.
Yeah.
So there was a point to having sex with a hooker. Now,
Exactly.
you don't have to have sex with a hooker.
Yeah.
You can, like, have some food,
You don't
have a
have
drink.
to have sex with a hooker.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
don't
Have
have
to.
to. You don't have
Well,
to kill
that's
them
a
either.
life lesson that everyone
Yeah.
can take on board.
It is.
Thank you. Finally, people are starting to listen. Because the amount of times I've played that game where I've actually also played it for hours as a role play as well, where you're just driving like
Where he's a
around the
hooker.
city as a hooker. Actually, yes,
And he's talking people out of sleeping with him.
exactly. I'm walking around going, "Damn police!" That's a GTA 3 hooker reference right there for you. And I would literally, I'd dress up as in the red dress,
You don't have to put on your red light, though.
the red light. I know I want to. No, because there is no indoor properties in GTA 5.
There is. You just can't walk in them.
It's just there's a mansion, all that stuff, but there isn't very many.
Yeah.
Speaking of VR, tomorrow the new update comes to No Man's Sky,
Oh yeah, the Beyond.
and you can play the entire game in VR now, as of tomorrow,
I think I need to
14th.
get that game now.
I know. As soon as I heard that yesterday, I was like, oh, there's now a few games. now
That
for
game is
VR.
one of those few games that came out far too frickin' early, like way too early. It came out,
But-
like, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
The turnaround that they have done
Oh,
is
massive.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
They have done, if any company wants to learn from how to come back from bad press, then they're the ones to...
Show it.
Looking at you, Bethesda.
Oh, yeah. Ouch.
What even
How's
is
that
there
whiskey
next?
bottle going?
Whiskey bottle?
Yeah, that was the other one, wasn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, wasn't it? That was the other...
Oh, God.
Can I have a satchel?
No, you may not.
Can I have a canvas bag, please?
No, you may not. Although, apparently the game is...
Yeah.
Yeah. But then this is all stuff that should have been...
Sort of.
If they would have said right at the very start, look, you're coming out of the vault and it's the first time ever, there's not going to be anyone there because of that reason. But after a few months, we're going to start introducing people as you start to repopulate the world. That would have made sense. And it would have put out the path of what you're expecting to do. So the day one players feel a bit special about doing
Yeah.
day one. When people come in month 6, month 7, month 8, when they've started to populate the world, it's all started to get bigger and better, those new players aren't going to appreciate what they've got. They just got it. It's the stairs.
Yeah.
Where the original players,
That actually put the work into it.
they put
So
the work
they
into it.
feel
They're day one. That's what day one's supposed to be about, special.
Yeah.
But they've lost that. But they didn't lay it out, and it just went to crap. But I've heard it's a good game now. It was getting better. Sorry, it's still like maybe a 6 out of 10.
I have the problem with that game in so much as I don't want to play an online multiplayer survival kind of a thing. I'm struggling to get into No Man's Sky because it's a time sink. It's one of the reasons I don't play Minecraft or anything like that, because I just get
Into it.
yeah, and I just don't have the time.
Yeah,
but I want to play it.
Yeah. I think on VR, it depends on how good you are with the VR. Because if you're not very good with the VR and you're playing that game, you'll probably start feeling sick quite quickly.
You get used
Go
to it.
into
True,
that
but you
hyperdrive.
can get used to it.
Yeah, you
Oh
get
yeah,
used to
but
it.
like if you just started out, you probably won't spend too much time on it. Especially if you're going through that hyperdrive.
Yeah, but I'd think that the traversal on the planet.
Oh, that is so sexy, right? As soon as you said it, I was like, oh my god, that's the dream. Because like my ultimate would be a fully VR Star Trek. Sorry, it is.
That'd be cool.
That like a fully VR. Like
Oh,
I, can walk around that whole
I got
shit.
Bridge Crew.
But that's
Is it
just
It's do you know what, I've barely played any of it, but it is quite cool. Yeah, but I only played the tutorials.
Oh, okay.
I haven't actually gone into a game where I'm like, make it so number one.
What one? Engage.
Have you seen the trailer for Picard?
No, I haven't seen it. I know it's the one thing because I haven't got Amazon Prime and I haven't looked at what the trailer is.
So you wouldn't have watched The Boys either?
No, I've not seen The Boys. People keep telling me about that. I'm like, how has everyone got Amazon Prime all of a sudden?
You should.
All my money goes on hookers and weed.
But seriously, LA Noire VR case file.
LA Noire VR. The VR case file. It would, yes.
We're going to talk about LA Noire right now.
Okay, go on then.
Right, because the reason why that game is pretty epic. I mean, you played it, right? You completed it. You completed it. Did you play it and complete it?
What?
LA Noire.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. And obviously, I think that the actual VR world will work really well. Obviously, that's why they made it for the Oculus straight away. But I think the actual VR world will work really well with the PlayStation.
Yeah.
So now that if it's announced, like it's possibly going to be, I hope so. That'd be amazing. To be able to walk around a crime scene in VR, but get rid of all the open world stuff in the background, and just have the crime scenes. That would be really good. And then maybe have like a cutscene that's going in the car from one place to another. And then actually then you are walking around it and then trying to find all the clues. I think that will just work really well on the PlayStation VR. And I really, really want it to play it.
Now. Literally this second.
Yeah, I want to play it.
And another game that I really want to see there. Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Or about... What about
That's the John Bernthal one, isn't it?
Yeah.
The dude from Walking Dead who had his dog on the stage.
Is it?
You got two.
He was the Ghost Recon.
You got Wildlands as well.
You've got... No. The Wildlands 2 is already out, isn't it?
Is it? I've got Wildlands 1 at the moment. Getting
Yeah, there's only
Wildlands
Wildlands.
What are they doing?
Singular.
Is there a Breakpoint?
This is
a
Breakpoint.
Breakpoint's the one where it's
Breakpoint.
like rubbing yourself down in mud and everything like that.
It's basically the
Yeah.
new Wildlands
Well, yeah.
with John Bernthal.
Yes. Okay. Oh, yeah,
Shane.
because he's... I don't remember him now.
Punisher.
I know him as Punisher, but I mean... And Walking Dead, but...
And he's in Baby Driver.
Oh yeah, doesn't he play pretty much the same role now? He seems to play the same intense role. But he's actually quite a varied actor. I actually like him as an actor because I remember in How I Met Your Mother when he's just like in that as a surfer dude.
Oh yeah. He was legend.
Hope you're not lactose intolerant because the next part is dairy. Legendary. I think interrogating people in LA Noire VR files is going to be really good.
We've got him onto Rockstar. We
Yeah.
need to distract him.
You can't.
Can't be
Just
done.
can't.
Can't be done.
Especially
We're done.
later on I'm going to talk about Red Dead.
Yeah.
And what about GTA 5 Casino? I can talk about that too.
Ooh, yeah. No, I haven't. I need to log into GTA 5 and take a look at the casino, spin the wheel, and try and win me a car.
All about that.
Don't you get a free spin every day?
You get a free spin every day, and I've already had the one of the cars.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's really nice.
Have you got your penthouse?
Well,
Did you
so-
have to buy it?
Yes, I did because I'm not a Twitch Prime subscription holder.
Haha.
That's why I said, how come everyone's got it all of a sudden? So yeah, as a Twitch Prime holder, you will get the baseline penthouse for free. So
No, there's only one thing of level of penthouse. We've all
I
got the
think-
same level of penthouse. Don't be like, I paid for my penthouse and it's better than yours.
No, it says it on the thing.
No, it doesn't.
It says high roller.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't because I haven't read that, so it
Oh.
doesn't say it.
No, you've got a good one. You've got the penthouse.
No, don't go trying to make me
I know I
feel
have
better
to.
now.
No, I have to. The only one that I've got, because the difference between mine and your one is I chose the custom build. So I literally went onto my one and bought all the separate things I wanted, apart from
okay.
the second bedroom and the garage, because I don't need a 10-car garage for 1 million. And I don't
Oh, I
need
see
the
what
second bedroom.
you mean because you can add the yeah.
But I wanted and I'm now probably going to end up buying my own area where I can gamble, just because it's going to make it easier. And also as well, there's a golden wall there that looks really out of place, and I think they know what they're doing. You'll see it when you go. If you don't buy the your own personal blackjack table and your own personal free hand poker. Have you played that free card poker before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realise that was a huge thing. I've now
it's a
realised
massive
it's
thing.
all over in Vegas as well. Because
Yeah.
I'm going to Vegas in about a month. So now I was like looking at what kind of cards to play. And
Well,
one of them was
hello, Mr.
Mr.
Fancy Pants.
I love that. I just started watching that. It's really funny.
It's
I'm
good,
on
isn't it?
episode 3 now. I really like it. It's Ash versus the Evil Dead, isn't it? The TV show.
Yeah.
I think the next episode I've got is the one which brings in Lucy Lawless.
No More Heroes 3.
I completely lost my train of thought.
Yes,
I
I
would
would
love
very
to
much
see
like to see No More Heroes 3.
about No
Do
More
you want
Heroes.
to know where your thoughts start? Because I can guarantee you know where your thoughts start.
You were talking about Vegas.
Thank you.
No, your thought didn't start with that.
It was free car poker.
No, you can't. Your train of thought didn't
GTA
start with
Online.
that. No, you
Rockstar.
Is it
Didn't
like
start
LA
with that.
Noire.
It was LA
VR,
Noire.
yeah. We don't.
LA Noire VR files?
Trying to take him away from that, he'll get
Sorry.
stuck.
GTA 5.
He's like a broken record.
I am at the moment, yeah, because there's so much coming out, and it wowed me. And so yeah, GTA 5, the casino. So yeah, I bought the custom apartment. So I bought all the separate things.
And there's a gold wall.
The gold wall. Sorry, is basically if you haven't bought the personal blackjack table and all that kind of stuff. So there's a wall as you go past, and it's like a golden and silver wall. It's quite out of place for the apartment, and you'll see it. And that's why I might pay like the 500 grand just to open that bit up. And I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, I've got like enough money now, so I'm like, okay, I can just buy it just to make it look good.
How much was the apartment to just buy?
Well, just the penthouse by itself, I think it's like a 1.5 million.
I thought it was more than that.
But then you've got to buy the upgrades. So otherwise,
okay.
Otherwise you'll just have a lounge. So then you have to open up the penthouse, which is for like 500 grand, and then that unlocks you the ability to buy 6 other things that add up to like 6 million.
Can I just get on my bike and kill people?
People still do.
What I would do.
Yeah, I went to go sell $1.2 million worth of stock the other day from my nightclub, because I logged on. I was like, oh, I haven't played it for ages. Went on there, it was full, and it was 1.2 million. I went to go sell it, and someone came with a dick bike, which is the flying bike.
The flying ones, yeah.
And destroyed it. And I was just like, to be fair, I don't react to it, because I'm just like, I'm so weirdly calm and numb to it. So I'm like, oh, well, it was only time that I lost. That was all it was.
Yeah.
It was just time. I didn't actually put any money into it. It was just there. It would have been really cool if I got it. But then I just added it to a massive pile of money.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about the new update to the casino, where you can literally just go in and put like 50 grand, or no, the 10 grand at a time on a horse. And then it will be like really good odds if you win, obviously. And then you go into the poker hall, and it's a free card poker. And then you've got blackjack, and then you've got roulette. And that's the new casino heist. The casino heist, because that's what's coming soon. There's going to be a casino heist.
Oh, nice.
No doubt.
Like an Ocean's 11.
I can just
imagine.
imagine there's going to be, because that's what I think the original content was for. It was actually for the single player heist that was going to happen there. That's what the early rumours were.
Oh,
This
like
is what-
San Andreas.
Yeah. It was supposed to be the heist, and then obviously they turned it into an online playing game instead. So yeah, you get a car that's every week. They change it, and you spin it, and it's like a 1 in 20 chance of winning that car. And you obviously, if you do 7 days, you've got a pretty good chance, obviously, to do it. But I did actually win that car. The second week, I think it was out.
Nice.
And it's quite a nice car. I can't remember what it's called, because I haven't played it since the day after I won that car, because I played it.
You're
for
just
about,
like, right, that's it. Quit while I'm ahead.
well, no, it wasn't that. I bought everything. and then
I've got so much money
And that's the
in
problem.
my penthouse.
Yeah.
With my beautiful car.
Yeah.
And my Playmate of the Year.
Victoria still said Playmate of the Year.
Fuck.
Your life's spinning out of control.
I wouldn't mind playing the remake of Panzer Dragoon.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
Is that a tank game?
No, it's a flying. What was the game on the Mega Drive and in the arcades that just makes me think of where you're shooting things? It's a floaty flying shooting type thing.
I've literally, my head's just gone back to, what's the game, like the really fucking 8-bit one where it's like flying birds
I
landing
know.
on knights that are flying on other birds but
I've
having to
never
watch
heard
out
of
for
this.
dragons.
This is not something that I remember. The only thing I can think of is maybe it's something to do with LA Noire, but I don't think it is.
It is Space Harrier.
I was thinking of a different game completely.
I'm so annoyed that I knew it was that.
Yeah,
I
Space
saw the
Harrier.
red and white guy.
But
and I was
it's yeah, I've never really played Panzer Dragoon, but yeah, people seem to. I wouldn't mind seeing. It'd be interesting to see that.
Yeah, see how it works across. Well, how old is that game now? It's probably like.
Oh, well, it was like mid-90s the last time one came out. No, maybe towards the end of the 90s, because the last one I remember it being on was Sega Saturn.
Fair.
I like how you always hide your list away from me. Like, ever since we started this, you've hidden the list away from me. And when I once I picked
like
it up,
to surprise
you're like,
people.
don't look at it!
Yeah,
don't look at it! And
don't-
I'm like,
He gets
Yeah.
really funny if
gets-
you look at the
I've
list.
never known.
Even if it's
I
a
like
list that he's done that day when you've gone walking around the expo with him. Don't look at my list!
What?
I don't remember that bit. That's just
On the
so-
first one, where you had it all like pre-worked out and you're like, don't look at my list!
I don't do that.
I swear you did.
The only lists I have when we go are the timings for
Don't
the interviews.
Look at the list.
Don't look at the list.
Look at the list.
Shenmue 3.
Oh yes, totally. I'm up for seeing how that comes out. I haven't even done the remakes.
See, I can't do it because I missed Shenmue 2, so I'm really sorry I can't play that one.
Do you know what? I've not played either of them. So
I want to get them on the PS4 before I go and get that game, but I don't know if that's going to be there.
apparently a timed demo is
Kicking around.
supposed to be rumoured to be appearing.
How long is the time demo? Because they're going to have to give you some time to play that.
Not time demo. What do I mean? I can't remember. But a demo, possibly, soon. There are rumours. Hey?
Hey, you.
Hey,
you.
nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
There you go. Look, list
I'm
there.
looking.
Look.
No, I don't want to look.
Look.
I don't need to see it.
Look, it's right up in your face.
I don't need to see your damn list.
Okay, let's go for Death Stranding.
That was on my list. That was my number 2.
I don't know if that's going to be there, is it?
Well, they could do maybe a little
Have they
video.
done it?
demo.
Oh, it's not Konami now, though, is it? Who's
No.
It's
who's publishing?
It's
It's
literally
Kojima.
just Hideo
Kojima
Kojima.
Productions.
It's his brand.
It's Kojima Productions. They bought themselves
No, no,
out
no.
of Konami about two years
No, he
before
just-
the merger.
No,
He
because
just started a new
Kojima's
company.
they're developing, aren't they? They're not. I thought Sony were publishing.
Sony's the publishing. Sorry, a developer is Kojima
I don't even
Productions.
think he needs Sony, does he?
No, he is.
Oh,
it's
well,
a
no,
Sony.
but-
it's a Sony exclusive at the moment. But they're going to probably release it on PC shortly after.
So if Sony are behind it, there's a good chance that.
I doubt.
Well, Sony basically.
I don't know.
No. It's Sony. It is a Sony game. And Hideo Kojima was hired with Kojima Productions by Sony to make this game.
I don't think it is.
The thing is, what we are also next week is Gamescom.
I felt that. That felt like you spat on me.
I didn't. Trust
I know.
me.
It was just the yeah.
If I was going to do it, it'd be right
Like
in your
your
face.
face,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't think it, I don't think it was
that,
that,
if you did that,
you were
I
annoyed
would
at.
come.
I don't think you were annoyed that you didn't
Sorry,
go to Gamescom.
retract that. That doesn't go in there. That won't
That's
make-
what she said.
That's not going to make the cut.
Retract that. That doesn't go in there.
But then I don't think you hated
Says that to
Gamescom.
Phil.
I thought.
Roll it back up.
Yeah.
It's like a fireman's hose.
Put it back. Hook up the slack.
I don't think it was Gamescom that you didn't like. I thought it was Ubisoft you didn't like.
Yeah, but it was all of those.
It's all those.
They're all as bad as one another.
The worst thing about that was the fact that you actually won with the amount of people that liked the video.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
You were like the top person by at least 200 people.
no.
I think it definitely one stage there was tons of people.
The fact that I won the public vote was the hardest part of not winning.
The actual thing. It's
Yeah.
like the public wanted him. Oh no, we're gonna get this guy that's already done press and shit to beat him because
And
he's second place.
A girl.
Was it a girl? I thought it was a
Yeah,
guy.
it was a
I
token.
was going to say, I
yeah,
thought it was a girl.
yeah.
Oh,
it
so
was
it's the
the
third place winner.
No, it was the second and fourth place winner, and she was the only girl that entered.
Yeah, but she was a fourth place winner.
Yeah, exactly.
They were like this. Don't worry, we'll put her in it and she'll win, and then we'll let the public pretend it's a real vote. Wait, what? He fucking
Because
won?
they
This
even
guy won?
they even extended the voting by like a week as well.
Really?
Yeah, but anyway, fuck Ubisoft, fuck For Honor, and fuck Gamescom.
Did any of us actually get For Honor?
I've got it, but only because they made it
It's
free on
PlayStation
PlayStation
Plus.
Plus.
Yeah. And I've actually been tempted to play it, but I
I
haven't.
haven't. I've downloaded it and I've not played it just out of.
So you can look at it every day. You look at it every day and you look for honor. Have honor.
Yeah. Talk to me about honor. Santa bitches. Yeah. No. But Gamescom is next week, so the likelihood of
What's there is most likely going to be coming
what's
across.
at Gamescom is going to be at EGX. So
I reckon.
I reckon.
I reckon they'll be announcing some games, see?
Probably.
Probably be all over it.
Not big ones, though.
See, if Death
Stranding. The Stranding of Death.
if
Death Stranding.
if Death Stranding is at Gamescom in a playable form, there's a good chance it will be at EGX.
Yeah, that line will be full. And everyone,
Yes.
I reckon everyone will play that demo, and then they'll leave there saying, I have no idea what I've just played. Because that's exactly what every trailer's made me think. I've literally watched it and gone, I still have no idea.
Yeah, but you still want the game though, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's Kojima Productions.
You know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
You just know it's going to be good.
Annoyingly, I still haven't completed Metal Gear Solid 5 because I know how the Kojima and Konami broke up. I know that the last bit of the game isn't finished. So I'm a little bit dubious to finish it.
It does kind of tie it off.
Yeah, that's the problem. Everyone says that exact same line. It does kind of. And I'm like, no, it shouldn't be that. It should be a finished article. But it's not. And that's what's made me go, oh, do I want to have that as the last gaming part of Metal Gear Solid 5 for me? Do I want it to be oh yeah, it was that? Because at the moment, my last game was Metal Gear Solid 4.
Did you get so far as the mission with the child soldiers?
I got to the bit with the Omega Force or Omega Army, the really tough guys. The Traveller's Caravan or the Traitor's Caravan mission. That's where I'm stuck.
Wow.
And it's because it's so damn hard.
Yeah, Traitor's Caravan, even I remember that
Yeah.
mission, and it is because you literally,
And I'm not at the airport.
as soon as you get to the truck that you're supposed to be getting, the big beefy guys suddenly
Yeah.
warp in, and you're like,
It's the first time my game save. I'm either a bit too soon or a little bit too after the perfect point to do it.
the trick to Traitor's Caravan is in the prep. You have to walk in, and before setting off the cutscene, you can lay traps.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, my game save literally goes straight into that. They're there.
Because I think... Yeah, but then once you get in and unlock Quiet and unlock her... That really... I thought I was hearing things at one point until I realised it was her humming. Once you unlock her super powerful, non-lethal sniper rifle,
Yeah.
she's the only partner you should take in with you.
Yeah,
Because you just like, get him. It's like, ping! Just knocks people unconscious. If you want them, you abduct them. If not, leave them. Just get everything done.
yeah,
Quietly.
Yeah. Quiet is really a good character.
Or the dog, once you
I was
unlock
gonna say,
his
like,
non-lethal
I want to say
stuff.
dog meat, but it's not, is it? It's the diamond
He's
dog.
just called D, isn't he?
It's just double
D.
D. D. Shh. What?
Shh.
What are you saying shush for?
Shh. Don't mention that here.
I have
This is... I was told this was a safe space.
Who told you that?
Blair Witch I wouldn't mind playing.
What?
But I'd prefer it on the PS4 in VR.
But it's not coming to PS4 or VR.
Yeah, I know. But
Why
it
would
should come to
Why would you do that
PS4
to
in
me?
VR.
If you say Blair Witch, I automatically go, whoa, hello.
Yeah.
No, it's Xbox exclusive.
It's Xbox exclusive, but I think it might be a time one, and I wouldn't mind playing it a little bit. And then if it comes out to PS4,
horrible.
That's
and then
if...
I will wait for it because it will definitely have a PS4 VR because it's first-person Blair Witch.
That's if Microsoft are there this year.
Microsoft were there last year, though.
Nope.
Were they not?
Nope. There were games on Xboxes,
Yes.
but Microsoft wasn't there. Do we know who's publishing Blair Witch? Seeing as you have your phone in front of you, Phil, because if it's a big publisher, then they might be there regardless. But if it's not, then unless Microsoft are there, then it's doubtful that the game itself would be. I'd be surprised if they weren't, because they do have a few kind of... They did well at E3, but mainly because Sony weren't there, so...
Not even a trace.
Whilst you are looking that up...
Yeah.
I'm not looking. I don't even want to look at that list. No. You've made it so that I'll close my eyes. I will not even look at it. You could even, like, wrap it up.
That's not the list in your face.
It felt drafty.
Worn. It's like an old piece of leather. Last of Us 2.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to see that, though. I don't think it will be, but I would like to see some form of announcement at Gamescom or anything, really. Any kind of snippet.
Controversially, I think the first one's overrated.
Ooh, that's why we've never really been close, have we?
Is that it?
No.
Is that our friendship done? Because
No,
I
it's
thought...
alright. If someone else thinks that at work, and it's the only the thing that we differ on is when he tells us The Last of Us is a really overrated, overhyped game, and I was just like, I completely disagree because it was the first game I completed on my PlayStation 4. I had The Last of Us remastered, and I bought obviously my PS4 with GTA 5 and Last of Us. And I was playing GTA 5, and I put it down after a couple of days of playing it. I was like, you know what? Why not play Last of Us? And I put it on and I played it for like pretty much in like maybe maybe across 7 or 8 sittings, and I completed it, and I was like, that was really, really good.
Did you complete Left Behind?
No, never did Left Behind. I wasn't
I got
interested.
stuck at the end in the last kind of fight in the shopping mall, and I've never gone back and finished it.
Is that the Left Behind one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people that are making Blair Witch, the people that did Layers of Fear.
Okay, you liked Layers of
I
Fear,
really
didn't
do
you?
like Layers of Fear, but I don't know if they'd be there.
Phil, that thing in your left hand.
Yep. Move it closer towards
Yeah.
me. What, this
Yeah,
close
you-
or a little bit further?
No, a little bit
Like here?
further.
When you're
yeah.
using it, just imagine you're on stage as Tom Jones in the Las Vegas show. You're singing like that. You're like, you're not unusual.
To be loved by anyone.
Yeah, there you go. That
Du-du-du.
kind of distance, but not too
Okay.
close because then you look like a rookie.
I'm a what?
A Wookiee. He does look like a Wookiee.
I remember the first time someone said that, oh, this biscuit's a bit chewy. They went, that was really funny. Like, yeah, I'm going to use that
And then
joke
by the
forever.
100th time, you're bored of it.
No, I'm not bored of it.
No, they are, though.
Yeah, they are. That's why I only do a joke once to someone.
But who's publishing Blair Witch?
They are.
They're
That's what it
van
says.
publisher. Oh, okay.
But it is on Steam. But it's not out on Steam, but it is going to Steam. So it's probably a timed exclusive.
It's probably one of those cross-play things that they do Windows 10 and Xbox that they do
And
now.
then it will come to PS4, and then it will go to VR.
He keeps on saying this, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
What, Blair Witch and VR on PS4?
No,
Yeah.
Why not?
LA Noire,
I didn't say
PS4
LA.
VR.
I think that might happen.
It's possible.
It's possible. It's possible.
It's possible.
Anything's possible.
Doom Eternal.
So Blair, yeah, just Xbox One at the moment.
Doom Eternal will definitely probably be there. Definitely, probably.
I'd quite like to play Doom Eternal, but
Yeah.
then I enjoyed the last one, so it's high on my
it's
list.
Definitely up there for someone to play. I kind of don't want to say it, but I do, but I don't.
Say it. Whatever it is, say it, I always say.
Say it, but don't spray it, Phil.
Pokemon.
Pokemon's gonna be there.
Yeah, but
Sword and Shield.
shields and
And
stuff.
have you seen some of the new forms that they've? Have you seen the wheezing that looks like he's got like a big mustache and a top
Yeah.
hat?
Yeah. It's not a top hat.
No, it's a big chimney, but
Yeah,
it looks like a top hat. He's like, "Hello there."
Yeah, I'm not so keen on that.
Oh, I liked
I
that.
thought it was terrible.
I think you're terrible.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You are.
I don't like the hangry mode either, whatever that is.
That's a Pokemon that if he's hangry, he's looks different.
Yeah, have you not had a girlfriend?
Not recently.
I get hangry.
Have you not had a Stefan?
Hmm?
Him?
Not recently.
No, not recently.
You get, how hungry do you get?
It depends. Depends on how hungry I am and who I'm with at work. I can get like new levels of hangry.
I don't get hungry at all.
No, I just get angry at customers.
You're just naturally aggressive.
No,
Yeah, you are.
I'm not naturally aggressive. I suppose it is actually, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
It
actually.
wasn't artificial aggression.
No.
It's not
It's always
like
lingering in
not
the
like
back.
steroids.
Yeah.
No, it's just lingering.
Just there.
Just there. Like a Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a secret.
Do you know what I realised last episode that we didn't talk about, and in between the time of when we'd recorded in January and the episode we recorded last month, we didn't talk about Endgame.
I'm yet to see it.
What?
Seriously.
Seriously?
Say what? No, who? Avengers End get
I
what?
still haven't seen it.
I rewatched it the other night in 4K, and it's still probably one of the cinematic experiences that just
Oh,
it's incredible.
yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Phil.
Yeah.
It,
Are you looking at my
If
to-do
you're-
list?
if
for the
you're
week?
a
it's
Mar-
not on there. That's not on your to-do list ever. There's open spaces. Even
You're
on
a-
Tuesday the 20th.
You're a Marvel fan, yeah?
Kind of lost it a little bit.
When?
Okay.
Where did you lose it?
Did you-
Don't
have you seen
dare
Infinity
say
War?
Infinity
Yeah,
War.
I've seen Infinity
Oh,
War.
you're a dick. Like, I'm kind of not that interested in Avengers. Which one did you watch last then? Oh, just that one.
It's
and all the others around
It's so well done.
Have you seen Spider-Man? The new Spider-Man
No.
movie? Good, because if I'd have slapped you in your motherfucking ass.
I've not seen the new Spider-Man.
I have.
I haven't had a chance. I didn't get to see Godzilla King of the Monsters at cinema either.
Yeah, I missed that one. And
I've seen it since though.
I think I'm going to miss Lion King as well.
Oh, I couldn't give two shits about Lion King.
Yeah, not that bothered.
It Chapter 2.
Oh, yeah,
that's
I'll
a
go see
definite.
it Chapter 2, and I'm also going to see Time in Hollywood.
Yes, I want to see that. Hobbs and Shaw, I want to see.
Oh, I think it's out in cinema, but I wanted to see it. I wanted to see it. I missed it.
I haven't had any cinema chance since I managed to take myself to the cinema and watch Detective Pikachu.
Oh, really? My last one was... No, that was a theatre. No, that was theatre. Oh my god, I went to theatre for the last, 3 Saturdays instead of going to the cinema.
Did you? What did you go and see?
I've seen Phantom of the Opera. And it wasn't Chicago. What's the other one? It's a female-based one. And I can't remember the name. But the first one was Phantom of the Opera. And the other one, I can't remember its name. It wasn't Chicago. I'll remember it.
Unless they're the big,
Is that a big one?
Yeah, they're all... Yeah, I've been...
Is it the one that they did the movie on? The burlesque one?
Oh, it'll come to me.
Do you mean like Moulin Rouge or something?
Yeah.
Oh no, I was looking to go see Moulin Rouge in Broadway.
Not Les Mis.
Not Les Mis. Okay, it's not there. Not on Broadway. It's off Broadway. Sorry.
All right.
I'm looking at all the tickets at the moment, so I know everything
okay.
about it. And I was looking to go see Moulin Rouge because it's it's the newest show. It's just started its run, but the tickets start at $190.
Zoinks.
They start at, and I'm like, okay, so if I click on that, the seat that I want, okay, no problems, yeah, no problem, that's like $280, okay.
Fuck.
For a show, I'm going to Vegas later, I'll go see a Cirque du Soleil for $90, and that'll be some crazy stuff.
Crazy shit.
Yeah.
All about that crazy shit.
And if you remember from one of my very, very early shows, hopefully when I'll be walking past one of those guys that goes, marijuana.
Crack.
Totally.
I'm gonna buy some crack.
Wanna buy some crack?
I got these cheeseburgers, man.
I will suck your dick for $5, man!
Another game, The Outer Worlds.
Hang on a minute.
Wait for the thing.
What did you do?
It's you, Phil.
License and registration.
Have you seen these boys?
License and registration.
Get out
Do
the
you
car.
not hear me meow?
Hang on, I can see this.
I knew where he was going with that. Littering and...
These
Smoking
snoozeberries taste like snozberries.
Can't believe the guy who says that is married to Christina Hendricks.
Oh, yeah.
Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds.
But
I
the guys that
was
did
almost said
Borderlands.
Bethesda, but it's not. It's not Bethesda. It's not. It's Obsidian.
Is that the one...
the
What's
one
the
that's-
game that Sucker Punch are making? That's not them, is it?
No.
That's Ghosts of Tsushima. Who got the keys to Medima? Ghost of Tsushimi. No, that's a kind of sushi.
It's Obsidian,
Sushi,
isn't it? That made Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds, Take Two.
Who?
Take Two. Take Two Interactive and 2K Games.
Is it really? Outer
Yep.
Worlds is 2K Games. That's the publisher. Who's the developer?
No, 2K are the devs, aren't they?
Because
so.
Because Take Two would be the
Take-Two's
publisher.
Take Two's the parent company. They very rarely publish a game.
Let me find out.
Come on, Phil.
You had your phone
Sort
out
this
when you
out.
said it, and I thought you were talking about it.
Come
I
on.
was, but I was trying to read it in different.
Just
I was-
put into
oh my
Google,
God.
is Stefan right this time?
I thought it was Obsidian
And-
Entertainment, the guys who made Fallout New Vegas.
One minute,
That's
one
who I
Yeah,
thought it
because
was.
they
And he
say
said
it's like a
one moment,
spiritual
one moment.
successor to
One
New
moment.
Fallout New
Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah, yeah.
It is Obsidian, I think, or unless there's a game trailer or someone else.
So it's not 2K Games, and the publisher being Take Two. Were you...
Don't bring it up on the TV. This is what derailed our podcast last time.
Oh, look, Obsidian Entertainment.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
yeah,
pretty
it
cool.
is.
Hello there.
You don't want to hear this.
Like, this is mighty fine porthole you got here. It looks like the opening to Fallout 4, only in space.
Okay, it does, doesn't it?
In space!
Lost in
Space.
Pigs in space!
I think all shows should be presented that way.
All of them.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow.
Exactly.
It looks like No Man's Sky meets Fallout meets what was that?
Borderlands.
That other one that I mentioned. Yeah, Borderlands.
For me, it's a Fallout Firefly.
Oh yeah.
That's what it is for me. And when I see that, I just think Fallout Firefly. I think it's going to be a lot of people's hitting this. If I'm honest, I think a lot of people are going to buy it, thinking they're going to be buying a Fallout in space. But I think they're going to probably start playing it and go, "Where are the VATs?" Because obviously VATs is a huge thing for people who play Fallout.
Oh yeah.
Don't underestimate the power of VATs to the people who really like Fallout. I think it's going to be a hit, personally, and I'm a big Obsidian Entertainment fan. So for me, that's a big thumbs up from me.
Thumbs up.
Bing bing.
Is that one thumbs up or two thumbs
I'm
up?
going to give it one, and I'm going to cut half of one of them off. And let the blood. I'm going to bleed out, pass out, and then wake up maybe 2 hours later, and then go to the hospital with my thumb, and then they'll tell me that it's gone gangrenous, and I won't be able to get it put back on. But it would be worth it for the one
Just
and a half
for that
thumbs
moment.
for Obsidian Entertainment.
Would. Speaking of
Lost
space,
in space.
Jedi Fallen Order.
No.
Is that because of EA?
Little bit of EA. Little bit of
Star Wars.
Little bit of the direction that they were taking the game.
It's all kicking off.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Right.
must knock my phone over.
Because obviously
That's
this is
what I-
EA's attempt at a single-player game.
Yeah, but it's
Don't just go down the route. Yeah, it's just Star Wars.
no.
I don't want to
wasn't,
hear that.
no, I wasn't going to say that. Actually, I was going to say, but it's DICE, isn't it?
It is DICE.
But
But-
EA like to be as
Dicey as possible.
as balls deep in dice as possible. It seems so.
It is a shame for DICE, isn't it? They are there going, we give you high-quality worlds and game engine, but we're EA. We're EA.
But what do EA? But they've got the thing with loot boxes now.
Oh, the loot boxes, where it's just a fun little game.
No. There's a whole
What?
thing that
What did
the
she say?
whole future of loot box. It was a surprise mechanic.
That was it.
Because we likened it to rape in the
Oh,
in our last episode. The come on,
Yeah, go for it,
standard.
go on.
It's the whole thing that not just them turn around and say, "Oh, there's not going to be loot boxes or anything in this one," but it's also that the whole thing surrounding loot boxes, the companies now have to divulge the percentages and the chances of what you can get and how much it'll
That's
cost.
not
So
going to change anyone's point of view now. They're so used to loot boxes.
I think that's what they were hoping, that the generation would get so used to it that the next generation would just think
Like,
it's the norm.
our generation won't spend the money, but the younger generation will just spend it.
yeah.
They will.
Because they're not used to- yeah.
I don't know. I
Don't count
again,
your things, dude.
I want to play Jedi Fallen Order
Nope.
just to play it and be like,
That was shit.
no, because it might be
No,
like a
that's it.
Star Wars Uncharted kind of Tomb Raidery
that's
kind
it.
of a thing.
Or do you want it to be more based towards Force Unleashed, which is the last single player that I can remember that they released that was about being a Jedi?
Yeah, do you know? I'd like
I
that.
really like Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed is alright.
Yeah.
Just too
I
short.
just don't think this is
Yeah,
gonna
the
be
first
any
one
good.
was way too short.
I think this is going to be dreadful. Like, ridiculously terrible.
I think you're going to be ridiculously terrible, especially when
Possibly.
it comes to talking into a microphone.
Possibly. No, I just don't think it's going to be that great in any way, shape or form.
But why?
Why? It looks lackluster. It looks just
Have they
stupid.
shown game footage yet? Because I've only seen a bit of an FMV and thought I won't watch this until I see real stuff.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Okay.
It's a lot of like wall running, from what I remember.
Force running, Phil. It's a thing.
Wall
Yeah,
running.
they do it in episode 1.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Come
No,
on.
that was just fast running.
And force running is tight.
Oh, but
Force running is tight.
Yeah, but not. Yeah, no, that's wall running. It's not force running. Wall running.
Are they going to use it again? No,
You
they're
should,
not.
saying about the pitch meetings videos,
I love those.
you should see the episode 2 and episode 3 ones. They're very
I'm
funny.
gonna watch all the style. I'm gonna watch so many more.
Because he just
Rinses them.
he just lays into Anakin and the whole plot line between that. Anyway, so you're not
No,
keen. You
not
won't
at all.
queue. And
Well,
what
if
about
you guys
they
are
gave,
queuing, then
what
I'll
about
probably
if they
jump
gave
in.
you a free T-shirt for it, Phil?
Depends on what t-shirt looks like.
I'd like a T-shirt that says "I killed the lightsaber of Star Wars," and all I got was a lousy T-shirt.
I killed the lightsaber of Star Wars.
The lightsaber master, because it's a quote on Monkey Island.
Is it?
Yeah.
I killed the lightsaber
Which is
master.
another LucasArts game. No, it's I beat the Sword Master of Melee Island, and all I got was a lad's t-shirt.
That's a pretty good T-shirt design.
And it's got to be in like purple writing or green writing.
So a purple shirt with green writing.
No, purple
Phil, have
writing.
you got a pen nearby, please?
I've got my phone's pen. I can go get a pen.
Would you?
Yeah.
I would put it in the notes in my phone, but then I'd forget that I'd done that. So.
Mic drop. No.
Mic drop. Feedback. Okay, because we are bordering closely to the end of this episode.
I got a Sharpie in my pocket.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Look at that magic. Ooh, Sharpie.
Watch Dogs Legion.
Yes.
Anthony?
Well, I've just bought the second one. Literally just bought it.
Oh, have
for
you?
£6.99 in game for the brand new copy. So if they go there, I'm going to be like, well, yeah, I want to complete the second one first. But yeah, absolutely, go for it.
Just play as an old granny.
I don't want to play as an old granny.
Why not?
That's how I usually play, so I'd like to do something a bit differently.
Good for you.
What is it, say? Swordmaster?
I beat the Sword Master of Melee Island, and all I got was a lousy t-shirt.
I'm going to look that
Are
up.
there T-shirts already like that?
There is probably, but we might be able to make our own. Anthony,
Hello.
this Sharpie, can I draw on your face?
No,
Ah, okay. That answers that one.
And that's the end
Um,
of the
that's the kind of writing style.
That one.
But it's all I like it in purple.
That's the end of the
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
What disease?
It's
You fucking tell that Phil's is pricked up when I said disease.
yeah, yeah. He's like, I haven't got that one. And let me check the list. No, it's not on there.
Hang on a minute. If
Kakarot.
I've not heard of it, then I have no antibodies. Do you not know what that is?
What, Kakarot?
Yeah, Kakarot's Goku's real name.
Oh yeah, I know that, but...
So
it just
Dragon Ball
sounds-
Z Kakarot. It's
Yeah,
like a open world.
Some of that would have been good to get to tonight, wouldn't it?
What like?
That one.
I thought you were going to talk about that one.
Well,
Did you
Where we-
read
where we
about that
going?
today?
no. Why? Oh, what?
I'll get onto that in a sec then. Right, Marvel's Avengers.
No,
It looks crap,
looks terrible.
but
Doesn't
I want
look-
it to be
looks
there
crap.
so I can actually see it being crap in person.
Yeah.
The
and
queues,
that's it.
unless we do it on the first day, the queue's gonna be fucking stupidly long for something so
Who's
shit.
making that game again?
Square penis.
Oh, Square Beers! Look at that!
Square penis.
Ah, I don't want to play that game anymore. I don't even want to play Hitman on there. I can't on their ways. Oh, it's gonna break away.
Dying Light 2.
Yes.
I've got
Luigi-
I've got Dying Light 1 and I'm playing it at the moment. So yeah, absolutely.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yes.
Don't have any kind of console to play it on, so no.
Ghosts of Tsushima.
remember what that is.
Tsushima.
Ghost of Shuma Shuma.
It's like a samurai game, kind of by Sucker Punch.
I'm now trying to remember what it is.
Nope. Don't
Okay,
know about it.
I've mentioned No Man's Sky Beyond. I've mentioned Gamescom. Zombie Snail. Did anyone see that
What?
today?
No.
It's terrifying. Look it up. It's horrible.
Zombie Snail.
Zombie Snail. It's, you know how sometimes nature can be really kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. Well, I personally found it creepy because of what it is, but it sends shivers down my spine almost as bad as that bath scene in Mirrors.
Oh, when she's.
I don't think this is it, Phil.
This is National Geographic Wild. This
Is it a
awesome.
game you're talking about?
No. Zombie Snail was literally. Oh yeah. This is. Yeah, it's actually. It's.
It looks like the thing from Futurama.
Oh, the Hypno-Toad. All hail the Hypno-Toad. It's basically a parasite that invades this snail's body that completely takes over its motor functions and stuff, and then changes its like antennas and its eyes thing to make them look like caterpillars, so that birds swoop down and eat them, and then the parasite gets into the digestive tract of the bird and reproduces, and
Wow.
it's so basically this parasite takes over these snails
As a host.
as a host.
That's
and
amazing.
it turns their antenna things into these like trippy effects to look like caterpillars. And this one video that I saw on Twitter earlier today, it's just, it's literally that. The bird comes down and eats it, and it reproduces in the bird's digestive tract and stuff. But it literally,
What does it do when it's in there?
what?
Does it take over the host
What happens
of...
when it's in the bird?
Well, it reproduces, and then the bird poops it out, and then it starts all over again.
Right.
Oh,
It
so
doesn't take over the bird and
bird.
get zombie birds. That would be fucking horrifying.
Jesus Christ. Like, you can't just go around saying that to people.
Sorry. Even just that, but yeah, it literally Ugh. Phil, can you turn this off, please?
Because that would explain the movie The Birds. Then I'd completely get it. I'd like, okay,
Parasitic zombie birds
yeah,
that
and that's why when it attacks a human, then the human then gets it. But why did you put it on the worst picture of a bird's eye?
To give
He's
you
the
bird's
captain.
eye view.
Oh, yeah. As soon as I said bird's eye, I was like, I've opened myself up there to be someone to say something.
The next part is all about fish fingers.
Yeah.
And this parasite takes over and fish
Oh.
grow fingers. And they're like, Elliot.
Extremely warm fingers, that was.
Slightly
Slightly moist.
Oh.
moist. That's my superpower.
Ah.
And anyway, another part on my list,
I was trying to remember what it
Mia
was.
Khalifa. Is that how you say her name?
What's her name again? I've never heard that one before.
Mia Khalifa. Apparently she's a porn actress.
Oh, I
Or
think
she used to be a porn actress, apparently.
Oh, yes, I think her name is pronounced Mia Khalifa.
That's what I said? Fuck off.
Are you sure that's what you said?
Fuck off as well. In an interview today, and apparently, according to her, the films that she starred in, she only made $12,000 from them.
Wow.
And in this interview, she was saying how that was the case, and despite that, she has gone on to, and it was how she's bridged the gap between the very short period that she was in porn, and the whole of the internet was just like, what? How did you only earn $12,000? But yeah, it's her going on record saying, yeah, basically, I only earned about $12,000 doing, and yet she's still voted as one of the top porn stars.
That is crazy.
Yep.
She's made all her money since.
Yeah.
Wowza.
But it was like the period between her leaving the porn industry and like there's this huge kind of gap in her resume where she was doing porn, and yeah, she basically only made like $12,000 for the whole period, and yet she's still kind of, people still consider her to be one of the names in porn, yet she was only in it like short period.
Flash in a pan.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
It was Flash in the Pan too as well.
Was it any good, or was it not a patch on the original?
Well, not as good as Flash in the Pan 3.
Oh, did it really bring it back?
Yeah,
And then
really.
Flash in the Pan Endgame, but Phil's not seen that one.
No, I haven't seen that one.
You've seen all of them up to that.
Yeah, and then I decided, I don't want to watch anymore.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm done.
So yeah, that's kind of my list, apart from games that I have been playing.
Yeah.
So I don't quite know what this game is about, but it looks really nice.
Uh,
It looks like it looks like Ninja Scroll the movie,
yeah.
Ninja Scroll the game, which I would totally play the fuck out of because I love Ninja Scroll.
Good old Ninja Scroll. Yes, I remember it very well now. It's kind of like Dark Soulsy, but probably not as difficult.
I mistook Ghost of Tsushima
For
for
something else. For the game that-
Sekiro.
Yeah.
Because they look very kind
similar.
of. But I think this is more kind of a God of War kind of a thing, as opposed to,
What, timed events?
yeah, kind of. Well, yeah, but God of War was also hack and slash.
Yeah, but it's a different... I don't think this will be hack and slash.
Oh no, this does look like. Oh no, because Sucker Punch made Spider-Man, so it's got to be kind. I reckon it's that, but with a bit more emphasis on countering, perhaps. It does look like there's more of an emphasis on countering. I don't know.
one way to
It'd be
find
nice
out.
to see this at EGX.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
I think that's
I can't
it.
think of any other games that I want to. I mean, there's indie titles, but there's no indie titles that I'm aware of.
That are making it, I think.
I'm just looking forward to seeing what's there, because we spent a good amount of time in the indie people are always so good to us that,
Yeah.
like, the amount of time I spent playing that snooker one. This is pool, was it?
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to seeing all the new games and maybe meeting some like other
Lovely
podcasters or YouTubers and
Well, because we're there for so long as well. We're there for like the whole, was it 4 days?
yeah. Well, Jack from do you remember the guy who, when we did Superpod in Southampton, they
Yeah.
had the guys from that Nintendo podcast who were after us.
Yeah.
Jack from that, who lives in Southampton, he's at EGX. So it'd be nice to say hello to him. Yeah.
I'm going to try and see if hopefully they do like a floor map when it gets a bit closer to the time, so I can see like how I'm going to...
Swing your way around.
Each quadrant that I do each day, like which section am I going to really focus on?
Jan Quadrant Vincent.
Yeah. The world.
It's time to Michael down your Vincents.
You have to really understand who Jan Michael Vincent is to understand again. No, that's the whole point.
This January.
Just called Two Brothers. That's literally one of my
Brothers
favorite
running away
ones.
from the spaceship.
The car always wins. The car always wins.
Hands in your eyes, Johnson.
The deals are so good I wouldn't even know because I can't see because I've got ants in my eyes.
Brilliant.
You know when it's getting low.
Nobody takes my eye holes.
Oh, that's
Oh,
weird.
that is so weird. And when the woman's at the water fountain, isn't it? And she's like, how did I get here? Oh, Rick and Morty. Back in September?
How did they get there?
I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to watch it all really quickly or to...
I think we should save however many episodes there are and watch it when we're at EGX.
That'd be good. I'll be up for that.
Do you know what? If it comes out in September, I won't watch Rick and Morty till then. Or I will watch the whole thing and watch it again with you guys. It depends on what I do and how dangerous I feel.
You are pretty kind of dangerous guy.
Yeah.
And, I brought this. Thought you might want to have a look. This is my PlayStation Classic, which I picked up for £16 on Amazon Prime Day.
Wow.
£16.
£16.
Oh, that's cheap.
Can you do anything to improve any of it?
Yes. Yes, you can.
How much have you put on it?
I haven't yet because it's been sat at work because I need a new USB stick.
You can put a ton on there.
Yep.
How many controllers you get with it?
2.
It's actually more
And
the
they're
quality
USBs.
Is it can it improve the hardware as well? Like how it runs?
I'm not sure. But it's alright and it makes that startup noise.
That's what it's all about.
Because, do you know, there's nothing on this earth, apart from a couple of sexual things, that give me goosebumps as much as the startup noise on a PS1.
That is amazing.
I can understand that.
Phil,
Oh,
try not to
oh
swallow
my
it.
god. That's so light.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But the selection of games that are built into it are kind of... But yeah,
They
that
left
is my
the button
plan.
on for the open disc tray.
What? It's... Yeah,
you
that
had to
is
go back
the...
into the main,
Yeah,
game
that
screen.
goes
Oh, was
back
that the
into
reset
game
one, not
screen.
the...
Look at it.
No, you've got a reset, but that takes you back to the main menu for
Oh, that's
the
not
games.
the open up.
No,
I thought that was... I was like, oh, they've left it in there.
no. But yeah,
Pretty cool, I like that.
so we'll have to make a decision at what point what console we're taking to EGX, if any. I was just thinking probably my Switch, and then we can just play multiplayer and stuff on. But
Well, I can bring... like I
the
said
pain.
before, that's all I ever bring.
Time to bring the pain.
Obviously,
about
I've got
the
a
game.
spare TV as well I can bring.
Oh, we got there's telly in the house.
Yeah, I thought if you wanted to bring another
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're turning into Joe.
Well, I didn't know if you want me to bring a second one so you can watch a gay porn. There's nothing wrong with that.
Just
I like
stick to
I like EGX for a weekend off it. To be honest,
What porn?
hanging out with you two is just enough
Enough
for me.
porn for me.
As you go swaggering around the house trying to one up each other.
Who, me and him?
Yeah,
What makes you think we're going to do that?
because that's what you two are like. Just it's not
I
it's
think
not
the only time we're like that is when we play Madden and I know I'm going to lose.
it's not bad enough that you're both taller than me. You both have to try and outdo each other because you're like
I do remember one time we were
at band camp.
In the small hotel.
we were at Matt's place.
There was no avoiding anything in that hotel room.
We were at Matt's place and we were trying to see how much we could smoke and drink at the same time.
Oh,
We were
God.
trying to down.
Oh,
literally,
God.
You'd have to take a smoke and then it would literally just be down as much of your beer as you possibly can.
Didn't we do we did the first round we did beer and then blow out. Second
Yeah.
round we did beer shot blowout.
Yeah.
Then we did beer shot blowout.
Something like that, yeah. And then Matt was just like, it's like watching people in a frat house. Because you guys were just, as soon as you got a little bit of beer in you and you started being together, you were kind of annoying. Because you literally like in a frat house,
I'd have-
crazy shit like that. And you're like, what should we do next?
I'll tell you what, let's do two!
I'd have died,
Lads!
I imagine.
Lads!
I think I did Whitey.
Yeah, you did.
Because I just fell backwards straight onto the
On the
beanbag.
beanbags. Yeah.
Well, there
That
we
was
go.
fun.
All right. Well, we
So I
might
won.
not quite be doing that at EGX. If
it.
you like what you hear, more shenanigans can be found at noahsarcadeuk.com. That's Ancestors or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Literally what
I
think it is.
am
Monkeys.
You're a monkey and you've literally got to live.
Yeah.
high definition.
Basically, you.
I've been
Have,
Anton Bain.
and I've been Monkey Man Felipe.
Monkey,
I think that's how you should go from now on.
monkey, monkey,
Felipe.
monkey man Felipe.
Felipe.
Hello, monkey man Felipe. Yes. Well, thank you for listening, and we will see you all soon.
See ya.
Catch y'all on the flip
I
side.
will never see you.